Testing, testing, yo, yo, yo. Testing, testing, yo, yo, yo. Testing, testing, yo. Woo. Yo, testing, test, test, yay, hey, hey, oh, oh, hi, yo, hey, hey, yeah, let's go, yeah, alright, alright, y'all, you ready? Crazy, alright, let's do this. Had to fix that microphone, so you probably heard me saying yo, 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 yo 1,000 times, but yeah, do what I gotta do. Life, don't let life lift me. Hmm. Think we need to have like a backup quarterback, like someone we know that's gonna be. Hmm. I just want to see all the quarterbacks and see. You know what? I'll check out this scrambler. Then of course you gotta do somebody undrafted. You might be a beast. All right. Ooh, we might get him in the 6th round. Kelly Mond. All right. We might. Let me check out the main guy. Let me see. Trey Lance. All right, let's go. Mm, we are 1-4. That's fine. I like that. Let's try that. Let's get this souped up. That's 12 interceptions. Jesus Christ. For real?
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden.
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
What? 380! 53, Mike. I got you. You're all mine.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. A look at the numbers for Lockett from a week ago. 9 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to hold that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, alert 33. My touch.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now it's Hunt, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Check, point it right, point it right. Check 3.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch take the 3. Watch take the 3.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Carson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Wilson, he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Christian Kirksey. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Alert!
First contact at the 40-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Mayfield on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Regular.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Regular.
Mike 50. Stop your bonnet. Mike 5-4. Mike.
Mayfield now from the 50. Able to find Harris, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All day, dog. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're saying right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. There are 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Landry. Landry, agile footwork. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your block.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure in today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Wilson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. 27 yards there, a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, And because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run it with Carson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run again with Carson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Watch the safety creep. Real.
From the 27, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Run.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Chubb. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go, dude. Tighten up.
And again, it's Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That second down play nets a -4. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Landry now on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's third down. The Browns on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield with it once more. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Al Woods picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And the Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's Mayfield, and he completes it to Hunt. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And down inside the 15 he goes. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Huge first down, got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a second down.
315.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
380.
Number 53. Mike 53. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Probably about to be. Damn. Yeah.
You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
5 weeks. Definitely need a wide receiver. Damn, nobody on here is. Mm. We didn't do this?